A will is what is left after all our reckoning. It is what is passed on to the hands of those who will continue to live after us with a request. Please, in my absence, do not forget to water my orchid. Writing a will is writing down what matters. It is saying to those we love what made our lives be what it was, what we cared for, what gave us strength to live through hardships, what made us see beyond a given experience, which values were dear to us, what brought smiles to our lips and tears to our eyes, what made us reach solidity and lightness at the same time, what made us believe that life is good and gave us the impulse to enjoy it. Writing a will is more than distributing objects and properties. It is planting a seed in the hope that it will grow. I'm not saying that distributing objects and properties is not important. It is very important, because objects and properties also speak of who we are and what we value in life. But this is not the most important inheritance we can leave to our sons and daughters and other people we love. What is of greater importance is the kind of seed our bequest will plant in those who receive it. Rubem Alves, this Brazilian theologian, psychiatrist, and educator, he says, "What I want to leave to my children is the image of a candle burning in silent solitude, without being disturbed by the noisy craziness of the people running after success. What I want is that this candle wakes up the poet that sleeps within them." What do you want to leave to your children or others you love? Some of us don't have children of our own, but we have cousins, nephews, nieces, friends. We have a church. What is your legacy for them? The epistle reading this morning speaks about Abraham. Paul, the author of the epistle, is working on a controversial topic. Abraham was claimed as the father of the children of Israel, although there were other people who claimed Abraham's fatherhood too. But the Jews were strict about their claim, well, Orthodox Jews still are. Abraham had lived before the giving of the law to Moses. How then could he have been honoring God by observing the law? How could his righteousness steer from the execution of it? The author of Ecclesiastes resolves the conflict by simply declaring that Abraham was the great father of a multitude of nations, and no one has been found like him in glory. He kept the law of the Most High, says Sirach, chapter 44, verse 20. And like so many others, Paul saw in Abraham a father, but not a father in the law, but rather a father in the faith. It was crucial for Paul that he recast Abraham and challenged Christians to see in him a model of a faithful servant of God. So, our inheritance from Abraham is the possibility of reaching righteousness, not because we work hard for it, but because we believe. We are justified because we have faith. We are saved because we let ourselves go in the hands of God. What are we to say was gained by Abraham then? A reputation, a piece of land, a family? So what St. Paul is doing, he is pointing to an unusual method by which Abraham establishes his heritage. It rests on grace. What we leave behind is not just a collection of the rewards of hard work. What we leave behind is the tranquility of knowing ourselves to be loved. It is the assurance that nothing can take us away from the embrace of a gracious God. What we leave behind is the calm of knowing we belong to God, and in her we have our existence and being. What we leave behind is perhaps the image of a burning candle, which carries the potential of awaking a poet. It is the desire of smiling while watering an orchid. I was speaking with a person from our community the other day, and she said that for Lent she was giving up worrying. What a wonderful inheritance she will give to her children if she teaches them that. As you entered the worship, you received a paper entitled Last Will and Testament. You know that, yes, if you didn't receive, please raise your hands because Kobe has. All the way in the back, Kobe. You know that in Geneva, a will is valid if it is handwritten and signed with the date and place. Many of us avoid making a will, but a will is a way of considering before God your heritage, my heritage. What do you really want to bequeath to those you love, to your community, to the world. So for the next few moments, you are invited to write the first few sentences to get you started. But we hope this afternoon or in the course of this week, you will continue to write while you discuss it with those who are important to you. So now, please, you will start writing the first few sentences of your will. May the God who knows our wills and knows our hearts give us the strength we need in order to accomplish that sharing of our inheritance with those we love and care for. Amen. Please stand for the hymn.